Hey everybody, welcome back to Out of Ore. We are at the hardcore Scandinavian map again today. We're working on the second part of our plan here. We're going to have to build us a production facility here. Let's head downstairs here. We'll show you. So I built this ridiculous staircase. There's definitely a better way to do it. But we've got this down here. We've got our coal plant over here for our power. And we'll build anything we dig down here that we want to dump in here. We will bring up here. We'll want to do a processing plant up here. I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. All right. Ooh. All right. So we will need to power this plant as well. We haven't. I haven't done anything yet. I did cut a few trees down. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. We'll probably we'll need that. Not sure what we'll need yet. Let's do an up here. Doesn't look bad. Let's do another up here. Let's do a small straight. We already have a couple here. And then we'll do another up. That way we can support it. Okay. Then we'll do another small straight just so we can support it. I think the first thing we want to do we want to do a trommel or do we want to do a coal shaker? Let's look here. The trommel pulls just the pay dirt and the dirt out, runs everything else through. The pay dirt and dirt comes out the back. All the other stuff passes through. Let's do that. So the dirt and the pay dirt, we'll try to run everything over here together here. So this is a right. No, that's a straight. clips a little bit, but not horrible. All right. So this will be dirt and pay dirt. And then there's one of these I like and one of them I don't like. So this has got this is the wash plant. What's the okay, this is the one I want. It holds everything except for the dirt. The dirt goes on out. So, oh, I guess I needed to buy it, huh? All right, let's do another up here. Because we're going to have to add water to the, well, it's awful high. Instead of an up here, let's do a longer straight. That'll kind of get it down the mountain where it's up a little more. There we go. Still accessible. All right, so we're going to have to add water to this. And then also, we're going to need, there's going to be dirt coming out of this, so we're going to want to sell that as well. We want to get a chute, and we're going to go sell points. Well, I thought that was under workbenches. All right. All right. All right. We'll have to support that possibly. Looks like it's a little bit off. One of the things you can do too, guys, if you're trying to save on, material, Alright, so that'll, and we'll put blocks under this. Do we have any blocks on us? I think we do. We got a little bit, not much. Alright, so we're in grid mode. Alright. Now we're going to need water here. So we're going to need to filter it. So so you got to have a I don't know if we're going to need a left or a right. Okay. We're going to do 2 lefts. Or maybe we do a little straight first. Let's do a straight, and then another left. Okay. Now we're going to need, so we're going to need a couple things. One, we're going to need a water refinery and a water pump. So if you look, it'll tell you green when it's good to work, right? So I'm on grid build, which is what you want. So that would work right there, but we want to filter it. So we're going to do our refinery first, and then okay. I don't think this is going to. So if you look, it says it's red. If you see, you want it to be green. Let's you gotta watch. I'm turning this into dirt, so it's not wanting to work. So we're going to do a right here, pipeline, right, then maybe a short up. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. So if you look, just to show you, if we snap this back on, you can see where it says pump will work if placed here. So can't really see it right now. We don't have it powered up, but let's get us some more blocks here. Okay. What we could do is we could put, I think we might be able to put one more here, maybe. It clips in a little bit, so it depends on what your tolerance is. If you'd rather just for me, I feel like that little piece would probably be fine to not be supported. Again, it just depends. Your choice. Okay. So now, if we powered this up, we would have, we'll have filtered water going into this. Okay, so okay, so we got this. We got our trommel right. Everything else is coming through now. Let's do a straight. All right. Oh. Conveyors. Let's do a straight. We're going to do the let's do a couple. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these. And then we're going to do a shaker, right? We're going to do a coal screen. Not a shaker, a coal screen. What does a shaker do? I can't remember. Let's see. Shaker screen pulls out. It pulls out. See, this probably could have been done before the trommel, but that's okay. We're going to not do this one. We're going to just do the coal screen. Now here's a metal sorter, which will pull out iron and aluminum. This will pull out coal and everything else will go on through. So let's put in our straight, then our coal screen. Well, it's not horrible, but it's a little lower than I like. Also, the goodies are going to come out, the coal's going to come out the back. Been a while on this map since we had to cut any trees. When starting out, man, you cut a lot of trees. All right, so you wouldn't have to support this. It's a good thing, but the bad thing is I don't like how low it is. So we'll do that because we can support it this way, right? But then let's do an up. Let's do an up. I just want to get a couple of these. Alright. It's pretty high, but that's okay. I'm going to do the coal screen. Okay. Now, is this the right direction here? Do we want this one? As you can see, you always want to put a little straight here. We're running out of space. All right, we're going to do a little straight here. Then we're going to do the coal screen. Then we're going to do the right. Oh, it still clips, huh? So we need the 4 meter. Then the coal screen. Then the right. All right. We're starting to go down into a little bit of a valley there, so we can probably bring that back down now. We could also bring this back this way if we want. So we could do another right. Is that what it? Or would that be a left, huh? Bring it back this direction. Okay. Again, guys, it's your preference on how you want to do it, what you're comfortable with or whatever. I don't want to cover up the motor there. Again, this is just storage. We're in grid mode, so the good thing is with grid mode is it kind of lines up for you. gonna need more of these. And we're probably making some of these right now, but I don't want to go back up there, to be honest with you. It's a pretty good ways. Okay. So this was our coal screen. We got our down here. You should be able to use our down here now. Oh, this isn't up. I thought we had a down. We used it already, huh? All right. Let's get it down. So what do we need next? We're gonna now, I don't think we need that. Okay, so we've already, this would pull out any straight ore coming through, and the coal's already coming out, but it would also allow the blasted rock and crushed rock to go through, but it would pull out any actual ores that have slipped through. So this one wouldn't be bad, and that's, the ores are going to come out the bottom. So we could do this. Now we're going to need a straight here to do that, and it may need to be more than this tube hanger here, but we'll see. Okay, so now we're going to have ore. So this will be, oh Lord, we're in the thick of the crap. So we're going to have, we'll have any raw ores coming out. So I'm not sure what we need here, right? Okay. And then we can do a straight. Should be good there. So one thing that's nice about the frozen map, you don't have any of this stuff. So let's go ahead and get us a storage, and we'll have to support that as well. This is what I'm trying to avoid. So this will just be any direct ores that get separated. All right, now we're going to need to it's these weird looking ones that are tough. The trees are actually pretty easy. It's these ones right here that take a little bit of effort. Okay. I'm trying to bring everything out to one side. Now, we're going to need, we'll do another up here because we're going to need the cone crusher, the jaw crusher, that sort of thing here. So when blasted rock comes in, most of the rock that I'm digging is blasted rock, but you might have some solid rock in there. So if you look, the cone crusher will take crushed rock and turn it into gravel. The jaw crusher will take blasted rock and solid rock and turn it into crushed rock. So you need that one, and you need the cone crusher. Now, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to make gravel, we're already making gravel over at the other location, but you got to remember, we're not, as all of this stuff's not going to go to that other location anymore. It's going to come over here. So we got to figure out, do we want to make gravel here, or do we want to just try to make it, do we want to figure out over there, do we have enough or whatever. And that's how we make our cement, so we can make our own concrete. So if not, we can do a froth floater, and this will take our gravel. We'll have to add water to it, and it will turn it into ores, which will give us some extra ores. So we can do that. I think we got enough gravel. So what we'll do, which one was first? So if we look, right, the jaw crusher takes the bigger ones. So we want the jaw crusher first, which is probably why I bought it first. And somehow I got onto that. So let's go up again one more here. Let's go a little higher. A little higher. We're going to do the jaw crusher, then the cone crusher. That's setting okay. We'll need to support this little section here. Okay. Now, when you look at these, right, it'll go through the jaw crusher, it comes out as crushed rock. When it goes through the cone crusher, it comes out as gravel. So if we're going to take our gravel into our froth floater, we want that, and we're going to need another water plant. So, but I also want to turn it back this direction. So I think I want a left here, right? And this is kind of a little bit uphill. Let's raise it. Conveyors. Let's go an up 4. we're going to try a left. So let's get it up there. All right, bring it to the left. Get rid of our bushes. Get rid of our mushrooms. Okay. All right, so all this gravel is going to go into the froth loader. Let's raise this up again. What's this thing? Because it's kind of big, as you can see. We may want to raise it up again. Water, we're going to have water come in here. Definitely can just add a straight, possibly. Yeah. Let's get a straight. Let's try that, see if that'll be enough. Might be okay. We're going to have water over here. You got to be careful because when you're making these brown spots, the water will not work. It wants snow or green grass. All right, so we'll need, I think we need a left. Probably a straight. Let's see here. Okay. Now we're going to need our water. Our water refinery and our pump. So we want to put the refinery in first. Again, I want to be careful here. We're going to need a up. And if you look, it's all green. Pump will work if placed here. Oh man, we'll have to do a little bit of supporting here, or a lot of supporting. Let's get back on grid mode here. think we're getting there. We're gonna need more of those. Guys, give me 1 second. Someone's knocking on the door here. What's up, man? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not interested either way. I appreciate you. Sorry about that, guys. Solicitors going door to door. All right, so where were we at here? Oh, we need to buy some blocks. All right. Okay. All right, so on the other side of this, there's going to be stuff coming out of here. Now you can just chop, we could chop this or we could just dig it out. We'll go ahead and chop it. So when you look at the froth floater, there's going to be two different outputs. So you got water and gravel going in. At the top is the goodies. At the bottom is the trash. So we said the top was the trash, right? Because I got the mind of a goldfish here. The bottom is the trash. Okay. So we're going to send the goodies this way, which is the top, which I think is a left. I guess we'll find out more here in a second. And then we'll need us a straight. I cannot remember which is which. The top is the good stuff, okay. So I want to kind of send it over here. This was a lot of space. I want to send it back over close to this one if I can. It's already long enough here. And, let's do a down. And we'll give us a storage. All right. Got promoted at digging all this dirt. Okay. Alright, so now the bottom is garbage. Let's go straight. We're going to do a straight. Then we're going to do an up. And then we'll do another sell point. And we'll just sell off the tailings and whatever leftover garbage is coming out. I think it's just the tailings. So we're going to do the straight, the up. I will put a chute on here. It amuses me when people knock on your door and you don't want to deal with them and they act surprised by that. If you're going to go door to door and do anything, guys, I support whatever you're doing. If you got enough, if that's your job or whatever, and you're trying to make a living doing that, good for you. But don't be surprised when you go to someone's door that did not invite you, that they don't want to talk to you. They're probably not that interested in what you want to say. Now, if you're a salesman and you're trying to convince them, then if you get them to answer the door, you got a chance for that. But again, just don't be surprised. I mean, you should almost expect a negative response, and then what can you do to kind of make that work, even though most of your responses are going to be negative. All right, we're going to put that there. So we're a little high here, we're a little down in, but that's okay. That tree doesn't bother me. Let's go back to our dirt pile here. We'll fill this up. I just think it's funny that you're knocking on my door at 7:30 p.m. on a Tuesday night, and I didn't invite you, but then you're kind of shocked I did answer the door to tell you I'm not interested, but you seem to be, surprised by my response. It's like, I don't understand. So, I think we're good. I'm hoping I didn't forget any storage. Oh, nope, we're not good. I'm hoping I didn't forget any one time I left a storage off, and you guys might have seen the episode of a asphalt plant, and it was definitely a disaster. It was a disaster. All right, I think we're looking pretty good here. Let's go check out our power needs. We don't have anything done power-wise yet. It's a lot of stuff. So I fear our power requirement's going to be high. Well, let's check. We don't have a power thing on here at all. So let's do a 5x. This will tell us what our entire unit load is. 2,044. Honestly, less than I expected. 2,044. So if we go to power, as we can see, we don't have anything that's over 2,000. So what we can do is we can do we need 24, right? Which is 18 and 6. So we could just do these two. We can just get 2 of these. We're going to go ahead and get the big pole. And I'm going to drop down more of these over here. And I'm kind of tired of the bushes here, so let's. Only got 4 Dramites, but honestly, it might be enough. Let's go to snap build here real quick. So I'm going to put the power pole here, and I want that on grid build as well. And you got to be careful with these things because they're going to be facing, holy crap. Now we can do this on snap. Not free build, we can do it on snap. If I do both of these, facing the same direction, which means like this. So they're not going to touch, right? Let's get a couple power cables. Well, we need 3. Snap build's better for this. Alright. No clippage. No windmills are cutting through any cables, I don't think. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Okay, it's not hitting that cable. Good. So we can test this out by throwing a little bit of dirt in there. Our dirt should be coming straight over to here. Okay. And our money's clicking up. Now, if we look here, guys, are we not getting water? Okay, we're not getting water. We are not getting water. Probably because I put these under there. I'm not sure. Okay, these be so. Let's do a right here. All right, let's do a left here. We want to go to grid mode because if we put it in grid mode, okay. So if you got it in grid mode, okay, then there's a way to connect it. It'll go in a spot where you can connect it. So let's see if we can. Oop, we want it to go a little farther across first. What do we want this to be? A 4 meter? Okay. Now that, this thing might not work if I ain't careful. See how now it's not on. So if you look, now it's not working. See how it's making that dirt spot? All right, well, hopefully that didn't jack up our power situation. There might be a different problem. Okay, so now we're getting unfiltered water. Okay, outputting filtered water. And we're getting water here. Okay, good. Okay. So Might want to go check our water situation here. So we're not getting water again. Oh crap. And it's probably because I'm digging up the bushes. I'm not going to put any down there. See how where it says water pump right here and it's green? We're good there. Okay. Not sure what that is. Is that an 8? I'm not messing with that. Hopefully that's not screwing this up here. See how it's red? It's not going to work. So close. I just need a straight on here, a little tiny shorty. Hey, okay. Now it's showing red. Let's turn it on just to make sure that's not the problem. Okay, it's working. All right. So we're getting unfiltered water, filtered water, and if we look at the froth floater, wherever that is, it's got water coming in. Okay. We're ready to put some material in this thing. That'll be the next test. So let's go do that. Again, there's there's definitely better ways to put down some stairs. Just trapped myself in behind some doors. Let's take a look at this. Is this still iron? Okay. We got some pay dirt up here. I think we got some blasted rock over here, right? So let's get a couple TNTs. Give us some, so let's all right guys, now we need to turn this one on as well. I think this is coal up here. Let's try to get some of this. Alright, we're going to let that run for now. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. All right. All right. Alright, so should be getting pay dirt here. So we should see some stuff, which we are. Our dirt is selling off. This is our coal screener, I think. Or no, this is our trommel. So we're not getting anything here at the moment. This is our ores. We did put the coal in a little later. I'm hoping to see some coal up here. This is the stuff that's coming through the froth floater. The tailings are being sold, right? No mess over here. So it'll show you what's going on there. So the only thing I'd like to see some coal. This is the shaker screen. That's pulling out ores. But I thought we would have got some coal. This is the coal screen. Not sure. Not sure why I'm seeing it here. I'm a little confused. It's saying we got no coal. Check it all you want, it's the same thing. That's just a straight, right? Then it goes up, another straight, and it goes into the coal screen. Let's power this off. Maybe I can see. There's definitely a problem there. I can still see. As you can see, it's showing. You can see there's material right there. Not sure what I just demolished. Oh, I don't think it was connected. I don't think it was connected. Let's see here. That was not connected. It was inside of it, but it was not connected. So we lost that coal. Let's go do another test, which is why I didn't put a bunch in. Unfortunately, it's a long way to the down. Can't go this way anymore because we got this sealed off. Let me in. All right. Let's put another scoop of, let's turn this. This is still on, right? Still on. Pretty sure that's all the problem was. I think we had it clipped inside, but I don't think it was connected. It was showing 1,000 coal on that conveyor. It just wasn't hooked to the storage. And that's why we wasn't getting it. And that's because I was in grid mode instead of snap mode. So let's head back up here. Well, I think we have this off up here too. Faster than a speeding bullet. I see sunlight. There we go. There we go. So we lost 1,000 because it wasn't connected, but that's okay. That's why you test and then retest and make sure we're good. Again, we're not producing any gravel here. Everything's green. Guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me today. As always, I really do appreciate it. A lot of love for the channel for this Out of Ore series, which I do appreciate. So once this is cleared out, we'll turn this off. We'll go down and turn the one below off. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Don't forget to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll see when I post another video. Check out the other Out of Ore series. We got the Frozen map and the Forest Hills map if you're interested. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I'm out of here.